So guys, welcome to my channel. So this is going to be a series on NumPy. So basically what is NumPy, how do we use it, what is its use and so on. So NumPy is actually a library that we use in Python and it is a really famous library. If you are in Python, you must know what is NumPy. Okay. And afterwards, what does NumPy stand for? NumPy means numeric Python, and there is one more library called SciPy or SkyPy, whatever you want to pronounce it. So scientific Python. So basically NumPy and SciPy, they are some fundamental Python packages for scientific calculations and programming. And actually there are some scientific languages like Algol, MATLAB, Fortran and APL. But these perform mathematical operations and all. But what if you want to perform these scientific and mathematical operations in Python? So for that we need NumPy and SciPy to perform these mathematical and scientific calculations in Python. And afterwards there are some basic scientific programming operations that we can perform by using NumPy and SciPy. So they are arrays, matrices, integration, statistics, differential equations. So for example, arrays. So what are arrays and lists actually? So see, you might not know the difference between arrays and lists. So arrays actually hold same type of data. So if has one element integer, the other elements should be integer. They cannot be float value, they cannot be characters, they cannot be strings and so on. But in list, we can store heterogeneous type of data type. Like you can have strings in them, you can have sentences, you can have digits, you can have numbers, you can have float values and so on. So this was the basic difference between arrays and lists. Obviously I'm going to discuss about arrays and lists in the further tutorial, but this is just the introduction part. So I'm just explaining that what we can do by using NumPy. So we can use arrays, matrices, integration, statistics, and differential equations, and so on. So this is an array actually. This is just a random image that I'm explaining to you all because this is just a 1D array. This is a 2D array. It has two axes. Then this is a 3D array. It has three axes, and so on. So this is just the introduction. So you don't have to get scared that what is this all and so on. And one more thing actually, see, it has same data type. Like I told you, array will hold the same data type. So if this is an integer, this should be integer. It can be a float value. So and this array contains all float values and so on. Okay, so by default Python does not have these fundamental operations. So what you have to do is you have to download NumPy and import them in Python. You use IDE or PyCharm, whatever, you have to import it. So but Python has some basic mathematical operations that can be carried out on variables and not on arrays, matrices. So you can have two lists, you can add those two lists, like you can concatenate them. But if you have a list called L and if you print out L divided by 4, so it will not work on list. But if you have an array, then you can write array divided by 4. It works. So basically it divides every term by 4 and it prints it out. So this is basically an example which can be carried out by using NumPy and not by using basic Python packages or built-in modules, you can say. And after that, NumPy has specifications in numerical processing through n-dimensional arrays. Like I told you all in the previous part, the arrays, they can be 1D, 2D, 3D and so on. So we can use random number generations. Like for example, you have a dice, you can roll the dice, you can get a random number. This is just the example. And afterwards, linear algebra as well. And about SciPy is basically actually it is based on NumPy framework. So it takes scientific programming to a whole new level because it is based on NumPy. So I'm not going to discuss more about SciPy and these all things. I'm just going to discuss about NumPy. So because this is the focus of this whole tutorial part. So I think that's all for this tutorial. I'm going to discuss more about arrays and also in the further parts of this tutorial. So until then, you can subscribe to my channel as it is free. And until then, stay tuned and keep learning.